So many refuse to talk to us. Take a look. May your road lead you to.
We're gonna go to Windhelm or Markarth. Should probably do Markarth, right? That's not good. I was trying to mess with the settings to make it run smoother. I think I made it worse. Oh, the chug. The stream is going to be really small anyways. I'll just do it. I'll just deal with it.
If you're looking for a challenge, a few drinks, we'll see about that. This is a special brew, very strong stuff. Let's get started. I'll start round one, down the hatch. Your turn. One down, my friend, one down. And another one for me. And how about you? So says you. I think I've hit my limit on these things. Tell you what, one more and you win the contest. Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours. You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine flows like water. We should head there. Hey, you don't look so good.
Wake up. That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer. I see. So, you don't remember fondling the statuary then? I'm guessing you also don't remember coming in here and blathering incoherently about language for a night. Which means you don't remember losing your temper and throwing trash all over the table. DeBella teaches love and compassion, but that doesn't mean we're just going to tell you what you want to know and let you walk away from us. Pick up your mess, then apologize. And if we think you're sincere, we'll consider lending you aid. Talk to me again when you've cleaned up your... Well, You were deep in your cups when you got here. You were ranting, but most of it was slurred. You said something about Rorikstead.
How much gold do I have? I got enough to pay for it. But I won't be. Oh my goodness, that chug. I gotta fix this whenever I get out of here. But it should just be like a 20-30 minute stream. It's not worth it.
You're inside the city?
My people.
Everyone stay back.
He tried to kill Margaret, right in front of me. I'm sorry. I don't think I can bear to sell anything right now. No. She's such a nice woman. Comes by every day looking for jewelry for her family in Cyrodiil. Is it because she's a noble? Why would anyone want to kill her? It doesn't make any sense. What's happening to this city?
Did you see that madman? A forsworn agent. Think he worked down at the smelter. A lot of laborers there are sympathetic to the forsworn. They promise people they'll kill off all the Nords that rule over the Reach. Nothing but murderers and saboteurs. Did you just see that woman getting attacked in front of us? We're closed.
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened?
I must have missed it.
You don't have to say sorry to me. I just hope the aid bring us more peace in the future. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. My note? Oh, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket. No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn. All right, then.
Did you see
By
that
the
man?
gods, that man nearly killed me. You saved my
Here in the
life.
city.
Thank you. Here. I was gonna bring this to my sister, but I think you should have it. No. I don't have any idea. I was just shopping for a pendant for my sister back in the Imperial City. I've heard of them. Something about the men who live in the hills and attack caravans. I'm sorry. I don't know anymore. I'm just visiting here from Cyrodiil.
Did you see that man?
Farewell.
A forsworn agent. Here in the city.
We'll handle things from here. Move along. I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen. We have everything under control. Stay out of it. That's right. It isn't. Until next time.
Come on in. The Silver Blood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms. This is the Silver Blood Inn. I'll let you figure out who... Boley finally got someone out here. Well, it's about time. I've been waiting for weeks. Well, thank you for bringing it, I suppose. Have a good day. What? Oh, how could I have possibly forgotten? Your reward, of course. Of course. Here you are. So sorry about that. Got a witch hunter in town from the priesthood of Stendar. Keeps asking questions about that old abandoned house. Did you hear? The Hall of the Dead is closed. Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town right now. Degain the beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Degain the beggar got himself... Any aspiring... Although our Jarls... Degain the beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus.
Now you just have...
What was that you said, Annabelle?
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune.
Make me an offer.
I should remind you.
What can I do for you?
Better yet, pay me.
Ohms. I said ohms, you backbiter. How about a septum? Wait, make that 2 septums. I feel like living it up. Aye, a whole heap of it. You see that temple way up there? All them women keeping to themselves. Won't let Ward to gain in, nope. Not even for a look. But they've got a treasure in there. Gold statue size of a child. Who knows what they use it for, but I know what I'll use it for. Well, let's not put it like that. Wouldn't want the Thieves Guild catching wind of us, eh? Nah, just creep in and have a go at taking it out. I'll be here and pay you half of what my man in Riften promised for it. You'll be helping out an old beggar, and the divine smile on that sort of thing. Come on, you outsider. What is there to know? It's in the temple, you bring it out. You bring it to me, I pay you. Now get moving. Finally, now get lost. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing. Just drink. Arnleaf and Sons Trading Company. I'm a porter. Just some muscle hired to move heavy packages. But we don't get any shipments in. Forsworn attack every caravan. So all I do is sit here and drink. I
Bring
think
more
I'm
gold.
going to get another drink. Check the shipments.
What can an old skull do for you, huh? That's about the truth of it. Write tales about the sights I've seen, the battles I've fought. Earned quite a name for myself when I was younger. The Bard's College still teaches some of my work to their students.
Good fighting too.
I'm what you...
Don't mind the yelling. Unlike my husband.
My father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to.
Well, I don't think so.
Did you hear all that noise outside?
It's just the market rabble. We should get back to work. You there, if you're here to trade, step up to the counter.
Lisbeth handles the customers. I just check the shipments.
No, I'm not Arnleaf. Yes, I know it's called Arnleaf and Sons. Oh, by the divines, is it that obvious? I swear, if my Gunnar was alive to see me now. This store would finally be on its feet if I hadn't lost my last shipment to the Forsworn attacks. A specially made Bella statuette. You aren't for hire, are you? A sellsword? I'll pay you if you can recover that statuette from the Forsworn. Thank you. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for you when you return. I inherited the store from my husband. His father was Arnleif. My husband, Gunnar, died about 5 years ago. Forsworn attack. I miss that stubble move. Take a look. The selection? No. As if trade wasn't poor enough. Now there's violence in the streets.
You don't know anything about this house? No. Anyone seen entering or leaving? Any strange lights or unusual noises? It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned. Excuse me, but do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, evil rites, and so forth.
I was actually just about to head on inside. Be good to have someone watch my back. Follow me, and keep your eyes open. Daedra are powerful creatures and tricksters. Never know what you'll find.
Yeah, you go do that, buddy. Go somewhere else.
Bloody enough for you, outsider? Markarth, is it bloody enough for you? If I was threatening you, believe me, you'd know it. You outsiders never learn. If the Forsworn don't get you, the guards will throw you in Sidna mine to work your fingers off. Think that's water in the river? Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth, friend. It's right there in the name of the most powerful family in Markarth, the Silverbloods. They have a whole mine filled with prisoners that dig up silver ore, get smelted by workers they pay, and they own half the city. I work for them. The inn is named after them. When the guards make an arrest, they check with them first. Jarl is who you want to talk to. Always going to be me.
Oh, the chug. This is horrible, man. I don't think I can get the Gorza quest right now. Is that a name?
Tacitus. Need a new blade? Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Akrish, would you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example. Thanks. Blades?
That's right, I don't have anything to sell. Alright,
The most well-known stronghold is Dushnik Yal. Here, I'll mark it down for you. Grew up in a stronghold.
I'm Gore's assistant.
They don't like us talking to people when we work. Mullish, big orc fella. Can't miss him. Don't get involved in that nonsense.
Can't talk.
Just wanna
Mullish
work.
will beat me if I stop working. Me and Hathrasil mostly. Mullish barks at us all day, but I wouldn't call that honest work. A few people in the Warrens used to work here. Degane broke some bones a while back. Altris quit. Kareen is too sick. We've lost a lot of good people to that family.
You're not one of my workers. What are you doing here? You hard of hearing. I run this smelter, and I'm late meeting our silver quota. What do you want? What? No. Thonar Silverblood owns it. He owns everything in Markarth. But he hands all the paperwork over to Nepos, the nose, to finish. That old man's back is heavy with burden. Every other day seems one of the late.
I spilled it.
Busy with the smelter.
Oh, relax. Can't you see I'm working? Beat it.
I have to remember to come back and get that from him. That means we're going to the Hag's Cure.
I'm Bothella's assistant.
The Hag's Cure is here for all your discreet needs. We'd be better off without the Silverbloods. They send their brute, Ingvar, to shake some coins from me every few days. And Betrid Silverblood is always asking for more potions to fuel Thonar's ambitions. Gives him a temper fiercer than any bear. Ah, so you're an alchemist then. Only that they break an old woman's heart. So many friends.
There's so much
Lost
to learn.
trying to rebuild a past that was overlooked.
I'm sorry. The Temple of Dibella is closed. The sisters are communing with Dibella. They can't be disturbed. You'll have to come back another time.
Yeah, right. You can't stop me.
Dibella, guide us.
I've actually never come through here with really high stealth. Wait, I'm confused. If you go give it, can you come back and get the quest?
And just what do you think you're doing? Unfortunately for you, we don't allow the uninitiated into the inner sanctum. You have committed a breach and must pay the penalty. Normally, a period of servitude. Luckily for you, there are more pressing matters. We could make an example of you, but perhaps you could be put to better use. The ceremony you so rudely interrupted was the exalted protocol of the Dibellan Sibyl. I don't expect you to know what that means. Suffice to say that our Sibyl was recently lost to us. Through the protocol, we have seen the home of the next Sibyl, to the north in a small village pressed against the stone. If you can travel there and retrieve our young Sibyl, your transgression will be forgiven. We believe the place in our vision to be Karth Waston. Now move quickly. The girl must be brought to the temple as soon as possible. You, my dear, can earn the blessing of Dibella. You'll find men to be more pliable in the future, or more vulnerable. The Sibyl of Dibella spends her entire life in direct communion with the goddess. From the time she's a little girl to the moment she expires, she is a direct connection with the Heavenly Mother. From her reverie, we know the mind of our God. We have had a vision of the next Sibyl, living in a village to the north. She must be brought to the temple for her reverie to begin. It's considered a great honor for the family. Their daughter will never know hardship, and the goddess blesses them with great bounty. We prefer not to announce that the Sibyl has died until we can introduce the new one. People like to know that we're connected to the goddess. Now,
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done. it's about the Hall of the Dead, no, you can't go in there. New to Skyrim? I was confused at first too. The Nords call their mausoleums the Hall of the Dead. It's where people in the city are buried. Fathers, forefathers, mothers, foremothers. I can't talk about it. Rest assured, the Jarl hears everyone's concerns. You will be able to visit the dead again soon. All right. I was going to suggest the Jarl hire someone to sort this mess out anyway. We've discovered that some of the dead have been eaten. Flesh has been chewed off. Bones were snapped to get at the marrow inside. We haven't caught anyone or anything yet. It's like it knows when I'm there. If you can get to the bottom of this, the priesthood of Arcade will reward you. Take my key and be careful. Arcade, one of the 8 divines, god of the cycle of birth and death. It is his shrine people pray to when they visit the hall, and his divinity will watch over their ancestors on the way to the next life.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. The Schuin cell? The ruins underneath Markarth? The wealth of artifacts that I've based 2 human lifetimes of research on? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Persistent, aren't you? Oh, very well. Who am I to stand in the way of curiosity? I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. There's a giant spider in the Chuan cell. My workers call her Nimi, the poisoned one. If you deal with Nimi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Dwemer museum. What do you say? Enthusiasm. Good. Here's the key to the dig site. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
This old man ain't got shit.
Yes, their history and culture is all around us in Markarth, a race of stonecutters, artisans, and engineers. They invented machines and built elaborate underground cities where they researched powers to rival the gods themselves. And then, at a time we're still not sure when, they disappeared. The whole people, all at once, leaving behind only their works. I was beginning to lose faith that any help would come. You see, I've been thinking about Feline quite a bit. You know Feline? Well, suffice to say she is resplendent, but not without resolve. Striking in all senses. The trouble is that I can't seem to speak around her. My mouth goes dry, and I start to shake. I could never hope to approach her. That's the trouble. I know Feline from the keep, but I have no idea what sorts of things she likes. It's not a simple matter. I could offend her fairly easily by bringing up the wrong subject. I've seen it happen before. There is one, Ingvar. He's quite popular with the ladies. Thankfully, Feline is not quite his type, but they've been friends for some time, and he may have some ideas. Please, ask him what she likes. It's my only chance.
I'm Calselmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory.
Not many would walk blindly into a crypt, smelling of steel and blood, but not fear. gnawing at you. You see the dead, and your mouth goes wet. Your stomach growls. It's all right. I will not shun you for what you are. Stay. I will tell you everything I've forgotten.
You were young when you first tasted human flesh, weren't you? A brother or sister had died? An accident, of course. Then the hunger set in. Curiosity. What's the harm in just one bite? It's okay now. You found a friend who understands you. You can let go of your guilt. A lot of our kind block out the memory of their first meal. The shame is too much. But you don't need to hide anymore. Namira, the Lady of Decay, accepts you for what you are. She has a place for us where we can sate our appetites without judgment. It's inside Reachcliff Cave. But the dead have stirred from their slumber recently, and I was forced here. Meet me there. We'll fight our way to Namira's embrace together. Until then, tell the people of Markarth that their dead won't be disturbed anymore. We have bigger plans ahead.
You've returned. Divines preserve you. You're a hero. We'll reopen the hall right away. Here, take my amulet as a reward.
Alright, 1 second. What am I doing? Oh, that's the excavation site. No, I don't want to go here. It's still daytime. I can go and talk to people.
You there. You another Imperial puppet? Answer me. There's a war on if you don't know what I'm talking about. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Jarl Igmund can refuse to see me all he wants. The Silverblood family will be heard. We own Sidna Mine, best prison in Skyrim, and source of half the wealth in this city. We keep the Reach safe. We flood Markarth with wealth. But does the Jarl listen to us when we want to say? No. He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak saved this city from the Forsworn. Ulfric's a hero, not a damn criminal. He used the Thule, shouted those Forsworn from the walls. Then he led a band of Nord warriors in to take the city, just like Talos himself at the Battle of Old Hroldan, reclaiming the Reach from those heathen natives. That's a true Nord hero.
Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth? Very well. You may approach the mournful throne, but watch your words.
Calcelmo, what about him? Vangavona. He's an odd little man, always poking around the ruins and wasting time in his museum. Seems friendly enough, obviously intelligent. Why do you ask? Wow, aren't you a strange one?
What happens if you tell her first? Does it ruin it?
As his house, Igmund's father was killed by Forsworn.
I'm Igmund's uncle as well as his son. I advise Igmund the same way I advise his father.
You speak to Igmund, son of Arovdir, Jarl of Markarth. I don't know you, and I don't sell what precious property we have to outsiders. But if you're willing to work, and you prove to be reliable, I might deem you worthy to live here. My steward will handle things from there. My guards told me, poor Margaret, and witnesses report that the attacker was shouting some nonsense about being a Forsworn. I want to make things clear. Markarth has its troubles, but there are no Forsworn in this city. They are only a threat in the hills and along the roads where they live. Everywhere else, we are in control. It all started here, this rebellion. When the Empire lost the Reach during the Great War, we became desperate. We promised a group of Nord militia free worship in exchange for their help retaking the hold. Then the elves found out about it. We were forced to arrest all of them. Ulfric Stormcloak, their leader, used the whole thing as proof that the Empire had abandoned Skyrim. The rebels called it the Markarth Incident. It was the founding day for the Stormcloaks, and where this war really started. The White Gold Concordant, our treaty with the elves after the Great War, forbids free worship of Talos. But that's what we promised Ulfric and his men. It seems foolish looking back, but at the time we were hoping the elves wouldn't find out. So when they did find out, it was either we arrest Ulfric and the militia, or enter into yet another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. The choice was clear, and now Ulfric threatens the thinly veiled peace we sacrificed so much for. When the Aldmeri Dominion invaded the Imperial City, the Legion all but turned a blind eye to the other provinces. Many of the disgruntled natives of the Reach used the opportunity to depose the Empire and founded what they called an independent kingdom. It was little more than a chaotic uprising, but the Reach was removed from Imperial authority for 2 years before we reclaimed it. But the leaders of the uprising refused our offers of peace. They fled into the hills and became the Forsworn. Yes, I know.
I'm the Jarl's personal blacksmith, but that doesn't mean I can't sell you a few pieces for a fair price. Anything. Served in the Legion with my sister Gorza for over 10 years. We've seen every piece you can imagine. Have you met her? She runs the forge near the smelter. Just don't bother talking to her, apprentice. Boy has no talent. Depends on what you need.
and silver, friend. What? Why? Are you interested? Ah, a secret admirer, eh? Don't worry, I won't tell a soul. As for what she might like, I didn't tell you this. Feline likes to act tough, but she really has a soft spot for, of all things, poetry. You know, I took some classes at the Bard's College as a youth. Poems come in handy when wooing. There's a poem I once used on an older lady of Rorikstead. I can change it to be about Feline, if you've got some gold. Are you prepared to receive my golden words? Wonderful. I'll write it out so you won't forget it. You should probably just let Feline read it herself. Don't want you stumbling over the words and ruining my flow. Busy with the smelter.
Can't talk. Might as well beat me.
Doesn't matter if they're in the city.
As his house call. Pardon me?
Won't have to fight them here.
I'm not sure what this is all about. This is lovely. Calsalmo wrote this? About me? I never knew he had such feeling in him. Clearly, I've never even thought of him in that manner. I wish that I was as skilled with words as he. Here, take in this letter. I may not be as eloquent as he is, but I hope he understands.
Treat my people fairly, and I will do the same.
I'm Igman's uncle. I have things to study. What is it? This is more than I could have hoped for. Have you really done this for me? I have to see her. Please excuse me. To protect my research, for one. There are more cutthroat scholars out there who would steal my findings if they got the chance. What? Oh, goodbye.
Feels like that one fucking that episode of Maury or whatever where like the cameraman follows the guy all the way out into like the parking lot when he runs.
Ondolimar is the commander of the Thar.
Feline,
Shh. It's all right. You don't need to say any more. I had no idea you were so nuanced.
I love you.
So I hear. Come here, you.
You have the honor of addressing a member of the Thalmor. Bask in it. We're the ruling body of the Old Mary Dominion. Saviors of Myr. Victors of the Great War. The Empire exists because we allow it to exist. And I'm here to make sure the Jarl of Markarth remembers that. The Thalmor saved all of Elvenkind during the Oblivion Crisis. We've been watching over our lands for 200 years. We refounded the Old Mary Dominion, an alliance between us and our Bosmer cousins. You might know them from their common name, Wood Elves. We intend to prove the superiority of Myr over man, 1 century at a time. As if this craggy wretch of a city could give birth to a superiorly bred Myr such as myself. No, I'm not from Markarth. I was sent here to lead the Thalmor's interests in this corner of Skyrim. It's my mission to root out all Talos worship in this city. It's a religious matter. The Thalmor do not recognize Talos as a god. He was only a man, and does not deserve a place in our pantheon. The Empire has agreed to accept our beliefs, and its citizens have a responsibility to cease their heretical worship. You're awfully inquisitive, aren't you? I like that. Perhaps you'd care to solve a little problem I'm having.
Fine.
All right then.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck the Thalmor. All my homies hate the Thalmor.
Supposed to be here.
You're not supposed to be in here. Songs are just all memories that help them.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to that. That's a really long dungeon.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You have my gratitude. That spider had been interfering with my excavations for months. As promised, is the key to the Dwemer Museum. Mind the displays. Some of them are quite fragile. Oh, really? This looks like someone from Stauben's little group. A brave scholar, but not very wise. If you find Stauben, it would be good to see any notes he may have collected. I doubt you'll find him alive, though. What?
I probably have a copy of that book. I'm gonna go check my storage.
There's a nip in the air.
You're someone who can get me.
Nope. Oh wait, was it T or L? Hey, there we go. I have it.
Don't bother with Tacitus. Books. Don't know why the Imperials like these so much. This should help the boy, though, Malakath willing. Here, let me show you how an orc learns to smith. That's right. Lived as our ancestors.
I'm the Jarl's personal blacksmith, but that doesn't mean I can't sell you a few pieces for a fair price. All right.
Treat my people fairly. Are you a sellsword? I don't like your kind. No honor, no loyalty, unreliable. But I can't turn away a potential ally in these times. Let's see if you're better than a common mercenary. My scouts have tracked down one of the Forsworn leaders, hiding out in their blood-soaked camps. Deal with them. We will see. I want...
Alright. I've got to go, and I'll work on the video settings off screen. Bye.